Former fugitive is now a free man for the first time in 34 years, but it was a return to prison that made this possible.
And we told you about Willie Lee Austin and his capture by U.S. Marshals last August. Local 10 investigator Amy Viteri spoke exclusively with Austin and learned why officials believe he deserves a second chance.
Well, there's a lot of good men out here. There's a lot of good people. You just got to give them a chance.
A chance is something Willie Lee Austin didn't think he'd get again.
If a person do good, look at the good too. And most of the time, the good will outweigh the bad.
Mr. Willie Austin?
In August, Local 10 told you when U.S. Marshals took Austin into custody at his Pompano Beach business, stunning everyone who knew him. The thing is, no one knew him by that name, not even his own children.
I don't want my kid to think bad of me.
Austin has been living as Larry Jackson for 34 years. Investigators say he fled Georgia in 1981 after serving part of a 15-year prison sentence for his part in an armed robbery back in 1974. Austin denies the details of his role in the crime. He tells me he was granted a leave from prison for good behavior to visit family for Christmas and never went back.
I just wanted to better my life.
He says he left to save the woman he loved from an abusive relationship. They came to South Florida where he opened a business, LJ's Office Furniture, and raised a son and daughter in Lauderdale Lakes. But you won't find him in any family photos. Austin says he never took any, always wary of being recognized. The worst part about returning to a Georgia prison, he says, leaving his children with no explanation.
And I wanted to show him, your dad ain't like that. No matter how many pictures they paint of me, that's not me. That's not me.
His family never doubted that. His daughter, Shermona Mercer, told us this by phone after the arrest.
That I still love him, and this is the past, and everybody have a past.
She says her dad gave to charity, spent holidays feeding the homeless near his business, and often hired those who couldn't find work due to a troubled past. You made sure to reach out and give those people opportunities. Why was that so important for you?
Because I know how easy it was to destroy my life. So why not help a person before he destroy his life?
That's what Austin's attorneys tried to prove. If prisons seek to reform, Austin had already done that. After just 4 months, Georgia's Board of Pardons and Paroles saw it that way too. In a statement, a spokesperson told Local 10, the board considered all the facts concerning his crime, his escape, and what occurred during his time while on escape, 34 years, and the board determined it would grant parole. Austin came home in December, and for the first time in decades, he says he's free, living without secrets from those he loves the most.
And it meant a lot that my kid could see I'm not a bad person. And that's the way I want it.
Just weeks after getting home, Austin says he spent Christmas back feeding the homeless near his business in Pompano, a business he's now hoping to grow. As for what name he'll go by, he tells me he officially plans to change it to Larry Jackson as soon as legally possible. Amy Viteri, Local 10 News.
Amy, thank you. And Georgia officials tell us Austin will serve out the rest of his sentence on parole, and he now reports to a parole officer here in Florida.